Welcome to Jarrod Kimber's Super Over. Okay, let's not muck around. We talked a lot about Ollie Pope last night, but he did bat very well again today. He has to get a few extra flowers.
Absolutely, a brilliant innings. And he had to come out again this morning and just try and get an extra 10, 20, 30 runs as a team. And he was there and he just looked so comfortable at the crease. And going forward for the rest of the series, he must be now going into it full of confidence. And we know he's a nervous starter, but surely after a knock like that, you've got to be thinking, listen, I know I can do it now in Indian conditions.
Also, if India came out and strolled to that victory, right, we would have, that innings fades away. Like, it's going to stick with us for a long time now because the way he played and then how important it was to the match.
It does, and that's why it was vital that England won that game, because an innings like that deserves the recognition it will get. But if you would have lost that game, it would have got kind of lost. People would have brought it up now and again, but now with winning in the way they won, where the deficit they were facing after first innings, that will be talked about for forever and ever and ever in history.
All right, let's go to Tom Hartley. Let's start. There's a few Tom Hartley moments, if we're being honest, but that double strike early on, I think that Akshar Patel was probably supposed to come in, and he wasn't ready because Hartley took 2 wickets, almost both of which off the face of the bat, right?
Tom Hartley, like I said, disappointing with the ball. Let's be straight with this. He was disappointing with the ball. Probably a bit of the reasoning would be it was his debut.
Bowling with a new ball as well.
Bowling with a new ball, the expectancy. He'd just seen Indian spinners weave it and turn it and get bounced. So that pressure, you speak to any spinner, they want to play on spinning pitches, but when they play on spinning pitches, they actually know they have to deliver. But he came back, both innings with a bat, he was excellent. In the field, his energy levels were through the roof. And in that second innings, to get 7-4 and win the match, again, he must be so proud. His family must be proud. Lancashire must be proud. His club side will be proud. And Ben Stokes, let me assure you, will be proud.
Ben Stokes, I remember that guy, run out. So Ravi Jadeja, who runs out almost everyone in international cricket, got run out by Ben Stokes. And I think they thought to themselves, you know what, he's not moving as well as he used to. We could probably steal a single here.
Well, it is. I'm amazed, actually, how well he's moving, Ben Stokes. He's had a serious operation of his knee, and then someone who's an expert in knee operations, I've had about 8 of them, I know what it's like when you come back. You're never the same. They're taking something out of your leg. They're repairing it. So it's never the same again. But I think he looks in amazing shape. He's moving as well as ever. And it wouldn't surprise me by the end of this test series, if needed, he starts bowling again. It wouldn't surprise me at all.
A little bit disappointed we didn't see his off spin at least today. How nervous were you when Ashwin and Bharat got together? Because certainly India got themselves back into the game. The ball got a little bit soft. Both of those players, you know, that they weren't putting pressure back on England, but also England didn't really look like breaking through.
No, I'll be honest with you. I thought it was our game when those two were together. I honestly did. I knew it was one delivery. They did play really well, actually. They tried to, but they couldn't put the foot down, could they? England didn't give them anything. The fields were set perfectly, stopping the boundaries. They couldn't risk running down the pitch and trying to hit a 6 because of the amount of uneven bounce and turn. So it was just staying patient. England kept calm. They were in total control. And although those two played really, really well for India, I always backed England at that stage. Once the main guns had gone, I thought it was going to be very, very difficult for them to come back.
Tom Hartley got a lot of wickets today. As I said, there's a couple early on off the face of the bat. You take those. He'll take anything. But then later on, a lot of good wickets. But what about the magic ball to KS Bharat?
Yeah, magic ball. Everybody dreams. If you're a fast bowler like I was, or Harmy and Jimmy Anderson, you dream of bowling an outswinger that starts on leg stump, comes back, clips off. You don't bowl many of them, right? As a spinner, a left-arm spinner, you're dreaming of that ball that pitches outside leg, the batter stretching forward for the forward defence, turning past the bat and clipping off stump. The dream delivery, and he delivered it. So well done. And that I'd want that picture on my wall if that was the case. The only one that betters that if it was Virat Kohli playing that shot, right?
Well, you'll just superimpose him onto the photo, right? It won't tell anyone.
Yeah, just put Kohli's face on it, and it would be the perfect delivery.
Finally, that was the 10th biggest win ever in terms of innings deficit, 190. So I think Headingley was 227. Headingley was at home. This is in India against a full, just an incredible Indian lineup all the way through. They're not losing at home. You go 190 behind. You might as well get on the next flight, right? Like, what a comeback this is.
Well, the thing is, I think India weren't expecting for it to work as well. It did this positivity. They thought England weren't very good against spin. It was just 3 world-class spinners bowling at these batters. It was a case of, we will win no matter what. Even Ashwin in an interview said, I don't quite know what to expect. I'll just react when it happens. You can't do that. It's been proven. They tried to react and they didn't know how to react. The team talks will be going now. The coaching, the chatting between spinners, the captaincy, they will all be chatting and finding a way to attack this England side. Let's not get too carried away. England, last time they went to India, they were winning 1-0. Right, and they got battered the next 3 games. So we're in a great position. England, we've seen the way they're going to play. Lots of sweeps, reverse sweeps. India are going to react. They're going to come back. They're going to have their plans, and they have to react, by the way. And they're going to have to find answers as well. They need more. They've lost a lot of experience batting over the past 18 months. Their younger players have got to stand up as well.
This was an incredible day of Test cricket. A great comeback from England, but we also saw Brian Lara in tears as Shamar Joseph, probably with a broken toe, bowling incredibly long spells to win that test. How do you feel about Test cricket right now?
Well, hugely passionate, and I've always loved it as an individual. For the atmosphere, I've always loved white ball cricket, right? The music, the white ball, the coloured uniform, whatever you want to do with it. But Test cricket is what you want to be remembered for. And Test cricket, for me, is alive at this moment in time. And there's a few reasons. Australia have become a new brand of cricket under Pat Cummins. I think they've been excellent over the past few years. India now can win home and away in all conditions. They bring excitement with their batting, their seam bowling especially, and their spin, which they always have delivered in the spin department. This England team playing a brand of cricket where they believe they can beat anybody in any condition. The West Indies, Carl Hooper, Brian Lara today in tears, right? In separate places, in tears because of the performance from that young West Indian side. Outstanding. Pakistan are going to come back. We know they're trying to play a different brand of cricket now. Shan Masood's captaincy, they don't want to play. It's a kind of in between a brand that they've always played and the way England are playing now. So teams are coming back. They're trying to attract crowds and audience, and I'm immensely proud of England's performance today. But around the world, things are happening where people are talking about Test cricket again. And crowds were there. Crowds were in Australia. And crowds turned up there in India to watch a Test match. How many times have you seen a Test match in India when there's hardly anybody there? 27,000 plus have turned up nearly every single day at that Test match. And that's credit.
And we will be turning up for the next Test match. We'll see you then.